Now we are going to create something like this in Excel on our own. So very first thing what we are going to do is, let us create this legend, which is very simple to create. So what we will do is come back to our tracker. So first we will type legend. Now you will see that here in legend, here we have headings called color, symbol and what for. So let us add these headings. That is, in the first we'll type color. Then use the right arrow to go to the next cell where we will type symbol or text. Then we will go to next and type what for. Then here we have to type different symbol or text that we will be using. So I will quickly fill that out. A dash, then here Y or yes, N or no, S or sick. So we are adding these three things, like whether you've done it. So for that you'll be using yes. Whether you have not done it, for which we'll be using no, and whether you were sick, you fell ill. Now what for? We'll say task or activity complete. Task, activity. Now you will see whenever you're typing repeat thing, it is showing you suggestion whether you want to fill in the same thing. So let me take it, and then as you know that we can edit it, so we will simply add not complete, fell sick. Now you will also see that in this particular legend, there are borders, there are colors, the font is looking different, the text is looking little different than what we have typed, but we are not getting all these things. So this is all because this text is modified, or as you can say, formatted. Now formatting is something where you change the way your text or your data is appearing. You can beautify it with applying different colors, change the way it looks, like you want to make it little thicker, thinner, etc. So the formatting happens from this particular group, that is the font group of the home tab. From here you can change the size of the text, color of the text, the way it appears, you can apply border over the data and do so much more. But to apply any changes, you must remember that it has to be selected. For example, if you want to make this particular data to be thickened, you can go to the bold option from the font group and it will be applied. Now let's say you want this change for all this data. So rather than going and clicking individually each time and applying, what you can do is select the entire data and apply the formatting that you want. So how do we select everything? So selecting can be done either with the mouse click, which is when you select a cell, your mouse pointer changing to this plus sign. Simply click on your mouse or touchpad, and while clicking, move in the direction which you want to select. So when your entire data is selected, you can click on it and it will be applied. Let me remove this again and I will show you another method of selecting, which is with the use of keyboard. You select this particular cell and use the shift key and then the arrow key, and then you can use right arrow, the down arrow or the up arrow as per the selection that you want. Shift works only on the adjacent cells which are next to each other. So for cells which are not adjacent, you can use the control key. So we will keep pressing control and select all the cells where we need to make the change, and then click on it and it will be applied. Or you can simply use one more thing, which is called extend the selection, which is select the top left data that you want to be in your selection and then use the keyboard shortcut F8. The moment you press F8, you will see that here you will get something called as extend selection. Now when this extend selection mode is on, click the last data that you want to be selected. An entire thing will be selected. And when you are done with selecting, press F8 again and the extend selection mode will be off. And you can apply the changes on the entire selection.